And welcome back to the show. We are here. It's snowy outside. We got 14 inches, but that doesn't matter. Let's do this. All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's take it easy here. I got to get back on the saddle. So, all right. Markets are down today. Everybody's talking about Activision Blizzard. Listen, it says, can you address how Activision Blizzard shares are moving under Microsoft deal? Literally 41 seconds before the show, I pulled it up and saw that Activision Blizzard might be bought by Microsoft. Now let's see. Actually, here's the story. So this story just hit at 8:28. I didn't really see it. Microsoft said, oh, okay. So Microsoft said Tuesday. Microsoft said it. So I was going to say, let's wait for confirmation. But Microsoft said Tuesday it would buy Call of Duty video game maker Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion in cash, the largest deal in the sector, making Xbox maker the third largest gaming company in revenue. Microsoft's offer of $95 per share is at a premium. So here you go. Here's the deal. If they're going to do this for $95 per share, then you have some arbitrage right here because the stock price is at 88. It's going to open at $88, call it. So if this deal, the only way this doesn't go to $95 per share is if the deal doesn't go through. So right now you have some arbitrage to move this thing to $95 per share. Let's see what happens this morning. But this is exactly what I look for when I see companies of acquisition. And what I like most is that basically Microsoft has already said it. So usually it's just rumor like we had with, what was that, PayPal and Pinterest, and I think that's what it was. And that was just complete rumor. And then you saw what happened to both companies after that. So, all right, let's get into some stuff here. Some news of the day. Let's see here. Oh man, the yields. Futures are getting beat up. Well, let's go back to the futures real quick, just so I could show you. We haven't discussed it yet. So that's not it. Let's go to the interwebs. Futures are, NASDAQ's, of course, down 1.6%. Dow's down almost a percent. S&P is down 1%. So it's no surprise that you're going to start seeing all of these NASDAQ companies get hit pretty big. Not going to lie, Microsoft just got scammed. I don't know what that means. Activision Blizzard isn't a small company. That's a big buy. Yeah, that's a big buy. That's a big buy. So, all right, let's go. Yields. The 10-year yield is up to 1.8%. This is why we check the yields all the time. As markets move, the yields move against them. So A fresh sell-off in bonds sent the U.S. stock futures lower on Tuesday after a 3-day break. With, of course, Martin Luther King Day was yesterday. The Nasdaq, which is tech-heavy, is down 5% for the year. The biggest move in financial market was the bonds, as the 10-year. So when people start moving out of stocks and into bonds, that's when you're going to start seeing these fluctuations of yields, and you're going to start seeing a decline of the stock market. So the big move in financial markets was bonds. The yield of the 10-year hit 1.1%, rose 4 basis points to 1.83%. Yields move in the opposite direction of prices. European and U.S. equities futures are flashing red amid the jumps in treasury yields, of course. Crude prices are going crazy based on unrest. You have oil prices just skyrocketing right now. Remember, I've been telling you for a while, oil is going to do something. So keep paying attention to it. What else do we have here? Metaverse. Walmart is quietly preparing for the metaverse. So I didn't really understand this story until I started reading it. Walmart appears to be venturing into the metaverse with plans to create its own cryptocurrency and NFTs. So apparently, Walmart has put out several new trademarks and legal mumbo jumbo with the intent to make several virtual goods, including electronics, home decorations, adorable, toys, sporting goods, and personal care products in the metaverse. So that's pretty sweet. What else do we have? There's a lot of language in these, which shows there's a lot of planning going on behind the scenes of how they are going to address cryptocurrency, how they're going to address the metaverse, and how they're going to address the virtual world that appears to be coming out already. I still think that this is a little bit premature, but what do I know? Nike has already got into this. Gap has already got into this. Under Armour and Adidas have got into this. Urban Outfitters, Ralph Lauren, Abercrombie and Fitch, Louis Vuitton and Gucci. I don't know if they've necessarily got into it, but the only thing better than buying a Rolex is buying a fake Rolex from Chinatown, and anything better than that is actually going and buying a fake Rolex that you can't even do anything with except if you have an Oculus on your eye. Then it looks really pretty. But I think you should probably pay double for that one just because YOLO. European markets fall as UK wage growth is wiped out by inflation. Oh boy. All right. Why would Microsoft buy ATVI? Can someone explain? Well, I have to think that it has to, clearly they want to get into the video gaming world. You're going and buying I'm assuming that Call of Duty is one of the biggest video games out there. So that's a pretty good jump start. What was this? Oh, UK growth. So it came, UK wage growth lagged behind inflation in November. So that means that cost of living is going to be higher than the income that you're making, which is not good. And if it stays that way, you're going to start seeing stagflation. So we're going to see if this stays. Average total pay includes bonuses, grew by 4.2% in the quarter to November, while basic pay without bonuses was 3.8%. In comparison, the CPI soared to 5.1% in November and is forecast to hit a high of 6% this spring when energy bills are set to rise. So, oh boy, here we go. Not good. Not good. What else do we have? Xi Jinping. He says, so I guess they had this thing in Davos. Well, I don't know if it was actually there, but maybe it was remote. Anyways, President Xi said to Jerome Powell, do not lift the interest rates. If major economies slam the brakes or take a U-turn on their monetary policies, there would be serious negative overspills. They would represent challenges to the global economic and financial stability, and developing countries would bear the brunt of it. Okay. Of the major banks, the Fed is expected to be the most aggressive. Of course, they're going to say they're going to do 4 rate hikes this year, and they're going to start to reduce their $9 trillion balance sheet. So we'll see if that actually happens. But of course, the commies don't want that to happen because they want to be okay. This is a big thing. So the thing that I have going with, I don't really understand 5G. This 5G discussion has been around, and then all of a sudden the panic. So major U.S. airlines warned that 5G could ground some planes, wreak havoc, etc. So chief executives from the major airlines, I think it was Southwest, United, American, Delta, I think that was the 4. They have said that their cargo planes and their passenger planes could go through a catastrophic crisis by Wednesday, which is it's less than 36 hours. Are you joking? Time out. Let me go get a mouse. Hold on. Backup mouse. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, where were we? Yeah, so AT&T and Verizon are going to turn on their 5G towers this week, I guess. So we will see what exactly is going to happen here. They're saying that you're going to have, not only are you going to have issues with people traveling, but you're also going to cause issues with more supply chain issues because the planes that carry the stuff from Amazon and such are not going to be able to go. So our major hubs are cleared to fly. Vast majority of them are of travel and shipping. Here we go. Altimeter. So this is the big concern. The FAA has warned about the potential interference with the altimeters. That is the altitude. I don't know what you call it. Instrument. So we'll see. This is going to be interesting. All of these major airlines have said, don't do this. They've already been delayed one time. This has already been delayed one time. So we're going to see if this actually goes. I need to turn down the sensitivity of this mouse. This thing is nuts. Good Lord. Track speed. There we go. Let's go there. Okay. Now this is an interesting story. All right. Interesting story. So I wake up. I start looking through this. Americans are going all out on travel this year to make up for lost time. So this name right here, Brian Fulmer, I look at that and I go, I have a friend named Brian Fulmer. I play hockey with him. Played hockey with him. Okay, so I start looking. Used to plan at least a dozen trips a year to see family and friends around the country. Sounds like him. The wedding was, then he said, there was a wedding in Edmonton, Canada. I couldn't get across the border. I got to the West Coast, but only Portland. The 33-year-old from Brooklyn, New York. I was like, that's weird. Then we start to go down here, and he says that he's going to go to a music festival. Turns out, we texted him. It's him. It's one of my friends that I played hockey with. It's pretty unbelievable. But the moral of the story is people are going all out and traveling. Guys, it's crazy. If you were in airports, especially this past weekend, oh my God. When we were in the Atlanta airport. I could not believe how many people were in that freaking airport at 9-10 p.m. It was so jam-packed. It was unbelievable. Everyone feels they've lost two years of their life, so they're going out. Some vacationers, this means going on once-in-a-lifetime trips overseas. Americans are going crazy for Africa right now. Tanzania, South Africa are on the top of the list. People are looking at Bali and Maldives. What else do we have? Turks and Caicos. This is a funny one. This lady couldn't go twice. I don't know why she couldn't go twice. Because Turks and Caicos has prepaid family trip, but the snafus involve COVID testing. Well, I had a snafu with Turks and Caicos with COVID testing, but I fixed it, and I did it correctly the second time, so I don't understand why this lady did it twice. Immigration wouldn't let us enter the country because we didn't do the PCR test. She did the rapid test, so there's a difference between rapid and PCR. I'm kicking myself for not reading the fine print. You probably should have read it the second time. It's just, I don't know. Anyways, given the hassle of overseas travel, most Americans, 59%, are vacationing closer to home. Orlando, Destin, Maui, etc. That's it. All right. I thought the coolest story of the day was the guy that I knew in a story. What are the odds? What are the odds? Okay, let's get to this. Let me look at the yields first. We know they're at 1.8%. Look at the 3-month. 3-month is ticking up. So if the 3-month continues to tick up and the 10-year starts to tick down, that's when you're going to have to worry about issues that come with yield curve reversal. So lots of report. It's earnings season, so pay attention. Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab, PNC, Bank of New York, Mellon, Interactive Brokers. What do we have tomorrow? Bank of America, United Airlines. Just guys, make sure you know when your stocks are reporting, because do not get caught with your pants down, and you know what happens there. If you want to join Everything Money, come on over here. Here's the homepage, everythingmoney.com. Join EM. If you want to join and get all the software and everything, $30 a month gets you into that. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation with me, $80 per month gets you into that. We'll do trading. We're going to go through that for about 15 minutes today. And it's a place to be. Paul's Super Shorts sold out. My one-on-one session sold out. $10,000 session sold out. So if they ever open back up again, jump in on them because they do go. All right, let's see. ATVI still at $88. Remember, the Microsoft said that the deal is going to be at $95. So that's the agreed upon price. So I mean, if you want to go jump, now it's $87.94. It's even better for you. Let's see what Microsoft is doing. Typically, the acquirer goes down in price. So let's see. And there you go. The acquirer goes down in price. So because they're the ones taking on all the risk, they're the ones doling out the cash. That's that. Okay. ATVI blocks from trading in Germany. Baba, will they ever leave our Baba alone? Who cares? Let's see here. Altitude. Is it? Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, send me some stocks and we will start ripping through them and we'll go from there. We will go from there. And now I have a mouse that won't die. Let's see what everything else is doing. Keyboard's at 87%. We Gucci. All right, so ATVI. Guys, here's the deal. If you're going to go and do something with ATVI this morning, day traded, it's up 36% pre-market. Be careful. Maybe the move, that 36% move could put you there and just stay there all day. Or it could come back down and you can get some kind of short out of it. Who knows? But just pay attention to it. Same thing with Microsoft. Take it easy with Microsoft. Just make sure that you are being careful and conscientious of what's going on. All right, here is Alibaba. It's been a while since we've done Alibaba, so what is Baba doing pre-market? Let's see here. Alibaba, it's down 4% pre-market, 126. So it couldn't hang on that 150-day moving. I couldn't hang on the 50-day moving average, which is not really too much of a surprise. Your trend is starting to go sideways here and starting to fall back down. Plus, you have this daily trend starting to turn down on you. So turn down for what? You're not going to get anything good out of it anytime soon. What else do we have? My MasterCard. Okay, so MasterCard is booming a little bit here. It's above the 200-day moving average. So if you can stay above the 200-day moving average, that's great. What I would want to see here before going long in this position is take out whatever this number is. So try to make a move up here and then break out and do something with it. But even then, you will be so high on the stochastic here. I think I'd rather you come over here, trade it on a daily chart and make some kind of move that way. It's just getting a little bit tight with a daily chart. Let's see. Johnson & Johnson. Starbucks. Let's see. Starbucks 11 plus 11 MA. I don't know what that means. Okay. Oh, man. This is a beautiful short. Beautiful short. If you've caught this, good job. You waited for, let's see, where did the reversal happen? The reversal happened right here. 1, 2. If you caught it last week, that's perfect. And if you want to continue to short it, keep going with it this week. You have excellent selling volume coming in. Everything's looking really good here. Now let's go, let's zoom out a touch and just see where the resistance points are. So we have, support levels. So we have support. It's sitting at support. Next support level will probably be about $96. So take profits if you get a little bit of a bump down today and take profits going into $96. Facebook. Baba could spike up come market open. Well, every company could spike up come market open. Okay, this is just a cluster. You know what? We're just sitting here consolidating between basically 337 and 223. And with the exception of these little blips that have happened, you're just stuck in this range and not really doing anything. And it makes perfect sense. You're right below the 200-day moving average. So until you get some movement towards the top, some separation of this red line, some consistent buying volume coming in, it looks like every day you have buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. You're not going to get any good moves on Facebook. So that one really sputtered out on us pretty quickly. OSTK, is this overstock.com? Oh wow, this is a hell of a drop. So if you caught this thing short, excellent job. Let's see where it went short. You would have gone, so here's your crossover, 1, 2, 3. So here's your third day confirmation. You got a little bump up, but you stayed down. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So if you've caught this, good job. Let's see, support. Yeah, so you're sitting at a very strong support level right here. I have a feeling that your trade is kind of over here. Plus, you're starting to see this little swing up down here on the long-term stochastic. So maybe you can run it down a little bit more to 29 or something. But this is going to be a tough one for you to get going. Let's see. Yeah, Tommy, I know what an MA is. Thank you very much. I think I'm the teacher here. AT&T. Why don't we do AT&T? Ooh, AT&T's looking good. Okay, beautiful. So here it is, guys. If you want to do long-term trading, this is it. You got a long-term trade right here. You could have added on Friday. Yeah, you could have added on Friday. Nice engulfing candlestick right in the sweet spot. Decent, good increasing volume. Hopefully you get more volume and just add on this thing as it goes up. Be careful of that 200-day moving average, but this is a beautiful looking stock. Let's see when they report earnings. Earnings is going to be the only thing that ruins your party. 26. So you got about 8 days for that to work out. Can I do Lucid? Nah, I'm not going to do Lucid because Lucid's so new. I don't have a year's worth of data on that thing. Okay. Can I short a stock that I own as a long position? Example, Starbucks, but I want to. Michael, you can. I don't know if you can do it in the exact same account, but you can definitely open a new account, which takes very little effort, and go ahead and do it there. Lululemon. Lulu has just been beaten down. Okay, let's see. So I'm zooming out, just looking for support levels. We're definitely at one. This is just a ton of consolidation in this little area right here, and that's where we're sitting. So your next support level is down here below 300. So if you get a good engulfing candlestick down today, go for it. But be conscientious here. You're really oversold. So be careful with that one. Square, sure. Square has just been abused since Jack Dorsey said he was stepping down, and I think he said he was stepping down on the 4th of November. So, oh boy. Okay, so here's the deal. You're oversold, but you are a dog stock now. So if you're a dog stock and you want to short, if you get an engulfing candlestick, go for it. Just make sure that you're using stops. Because if this thing rebounds on you the other way, you're gonna get. But again, this is one of the stocks that has completely led this market. And it can completely lead this market back down, which it's doing right now. So pay attention to this one for sure. All right, Lennar. I love looking at the home builders. Lennar. Okay. Wow, this is all over the place. And if you just look, let's go. Let's just draw 2 lines here. So there and there. Okay. So this is going back to March, basically, right there. That was a terrible draw. But with the exception of this blip here and these 2 dips right here, Lennar has not moved very much. It has been moving between, call it 110 and $100. It's just been consolidating right in that area. So if you just get rid of all the noise, which was here and here, it's not really moving that much. So you're at the high end of 110 right now. You're at 106. You're going to open at 106. So to me, I would not look for this thing to reverse here. The trap door is wide open. That's this little gap right here. I would look for this thing to turn back down and try to short this thing back down to about $100, maybe $99, something like that. But man, yeah, short it right back down to just below this 200-day moving average. That is really something. Oh, let's look at ARK, ARKK. $78. ARK is going to open at $78 this morning, and this is the most disruptive thing of all time. Let's see, what was this intraday high? This intraday high on February 16th was $159.70. Now you're at $78. So sweet. Disruption. All right. Disruption works in every market, right? Okay. So if you wanna attempt to short, if you haven't been in this thing, go for it. I think I would rather you come over here on a swing trade and short it, because there's no doubt that this thing could just shoot up on you out of nowhere. But either way, please use stops. Okay. PNC, sure. So be careful of these banks. These banks are going to start reporting this week. Well, they already started reporting last week. So let's see, when did PNC report? January. Oh, PNC reported this morning. So they're down a little bit pre-market, it looks like. But they missed on revenue and earnings per share. Okay. Oh, their miss on revenue was so slight, 0.4%. All right, so that's a little overdramatic reaction, but this thing could certainly turn. This red line can definitely turn back down on you. We'll probably get some kind of dip here. So if you want to look to start shorting these things, these banks, go for it. I mean, I think there was only one bank that did well. I think it was Wells Fargo. WFC, right? Yeah, so Wells Fargo did pretty decent. Bank of America, I think, got hit. Yep. Goldman Sachs reported, I believe, they got hit. Yep. So, I mean, all the banks except for Wells Fargo got hit. Okay, so let's go back to this ATVI thing. for those of you just tuning in. So right now, ATVI, okay, not Walmart. Microsoft said that they were going to buy Activision Blizzard for $95 a share. Okay, so if they're going to do that, and you're opening a pre-market here, I mean, you still have. They're going to buy them for $95 a share. I don't know when the deal closes, but there's a little arbitrage right there. The risk is that the deal doesn't close, and if the deal doesn't close, you're coming back down here to these levels. There's no doubt about that. So what I'm going to tell you is this: we're going to open up here this morning. This thing can stay right here and just look like that for the day. It can come up here a little bit, or it can come way back down here. So take it easy, see what's going to happen, and just probably follow it on a 15-minute chart. Don't get too excited today. You're going to have an opportunity. Just let things calm down and go from there. Okay, let's see. ARK has been up 260. Yeah, that's not my point. And anybody can go in a market that's just soaring and just go buy nonsense and let it run. I mean, I bought my fair share of nonsense and got super lucky on it also. But the point is that this woman that's running ARK says that it's going to do well in every market, especially a down market, when tech is exactly what leads markets down. Not in all scenarios, but right now. So that is the point that I'm trying to make here. BP. There's no doubt that she's crushed it in the last 5 years, but she keeps running her mouth and saying that it's going to be even better in the next 5 years. Okay, let's see if that's actually true. If the market's better in the next 5 years, then yeah. If it's not, then no, it won't. All right, my goodness gracious, this thing has gone on some kind of run. So let's pull up a line chart here real quick. Okay, so guys, here's the deal. Let me go back and just show you. This looks like a flagpole pattern. Everybody sees this and they go, oh my goodness, this thing just keeps running and running. It's going to come crashing down. But then we pull up a line chart. Look at this. W formation, barely a W formation. If we can go up today, after today's move, I want to see a pullback like this and keep going. This is exactly what you want. You want these W formations being created. This is perfect. You would want something like that today. Looking great. BP is looking excellent. Let's zoom out, just see if there's any. Oh, no, not a 50%er because it's so old. This is dating back to when? 2020. Yeah, and even here's your high up here, dating back to 2018. So you're good. You're good here. You got a little gap to fill here. This is a good looking stock. Just make sure you take it out and go from there. Okay, this person that keeps typing farmy, fammy, whatever, you are going bye-bye. I'm not blind. I'm just ignoring you. KBH. What is KBH? KBH. Okay, here, this looks like this is a flagpole pattern now. Let's see KB Homes. So, crazy flagpole pattern. If you can get a pullback like this, maybe $46, $48, $47 and then go, sure. But if you create something like this that it's doing right now and then go, you're going to come back down here. This is a big run based on earnings that can come crashing down. And look at this, guys. Even with this run that it's had, gone from $40 to $49, that's a very big move. It has not even closed the trap door and turned into a positive trend yet. Still hasn't done that, even with that move. So look for this thing to come crashing back down if a W is not created, if a W is not formed, and go from there. Short CCL, it's been up a lot today. Why don't we look at CCL? So I can't just blatantly say short CCL. Follow the trend. So look at this. You have a positive trend over here. You have a very good looking trend over here. I see no reason to go short on this right now unless you want to do it from a 15-minute chart perspective. What I do see is if you get up here into this 200-day moving average around $24, take profits. OCGN, my favorite drug company of all time. The company with zero drugs except for COVID, but don't worry, they're the best drug company of all time. Okay, so they are just getting spanked. They were at a high back here on November 3rd of $17.65, and today they're $4. So cool. Anyways, don't touch this thing. If you want to trade it from 15 minutes perspective, have fun, but don't do anything with this otherwise. TQQQ. TQQQ. Do I own any ETFs? Is VOO buy this week? Listen, ZZ. I own SPY, and that's just because I just want to buy the market and just let it roll. I own that in all my retirement accounts for myself and my brother. So yeah, VOO is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. And what we do is we take our Roth accounts and we throw it in there every year and we just let it go because that's exactly what you're supposed to do. So anyways, TQQQ down, getting hit again today. So if you want to short this thing, have at it. Let's see. Have you been in the sweet spot for 3 days? I just want to double check. Oh yeah, you've been in there. So here's the good thing. You were in the sweet spot here. Down day, and then it went up, and you still stayed in this downtrend. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. So if you get an engulfing candlestick down, taking out this wick right here, which is a low of $66.05, go for it and get on it. Okay, Discovery, DISCA, you're up 25%. What didn't they report? Oh, some analyst came out and gave them good news, so they shot up. So let's take a look at the line chart here. Okay, nice W was created, so you're onto something here. What would I tell you to do here? If I was you, I would take profits here, and let me tell you why. I would take profits because your candle on Friday was still attached to the 200-day moving average. That means that it has not cleared it yet. You're getting a little pullback in price today, a couple cents. See if you can hover here today. If you don't take profits here today and you break out tomorrow, great. But I can see this thing coming right back down to the 200-day moving average. Clearly, the stock doesn't want to leave the 200-day moving average. Stock market opens in about 20 seconds. What else do we have? Okay. We got the farmy guy coming back in a different way. Sorry, buddy. You're gone. Give me another stock. Coke? Sure. Coca-Cola. What has been going on with the Coca-Cola company lately? Let's see. Okay, good. W is being created. That's what I always want to check, if W's were being created. And we got some. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see what's going on here. So you've eclipsed these highs, looking good. If you get an engulfing candlestick and break out today, go for it. Good looking stock. Market's now open. I'll do 2 more stocks and I'll get out of here. Nike is going to be one of the 2. Nike. Okay, Nike's been beaten down. They got a gap to fill up top, but they also have a gap to fill down below. They're below the 200-day moving average. Everything's going against Nike right now. You have what the hell do you have here? You have an ugly face pattern for sure. So here's your eyes and here's your mouth right here. So ugly face pattern, which means that this thing will probably come down here somewhere in this range. So if you want to short Nike, have at it. Just make sure you're using stops. I really like what I'm seeing here. Red line is it down here in the sweet spot, down below the sweet spot, but yellow line is still lagging pretty good. So that's perfect. Ford is reaching all-time highs. Let's do Ford real quick, and we'll go from there. All right. So Ford is coming in all-time highs, just consolidating in this area. When do they report earnings? Let's pay attention. 27th. So 9 days from now, sometime next week, I assume. Okay. Here's the deal, guys. Just consolidating here. I wouldn't do anything unless you took out this top wick, which is the same wick, and go from there. Otherwise, let this thing go sideways, turn down into a short, come back down to probably this $20 range, and you'll get a nice little run to the downside on it. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'm glad to be back. I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow morning, right here, 9 a.m. Peace.
Thank you.